Hello, everybody. Hope everybody's doing pretty well. Uh, we're filming another episode of Story Time. And for some reason, I thought I had told this story, and I kind of went through the archives. It does not appear that I've told this story already, but it's kind of comical, so I thought I'd share it. When I worked at the bait shop in Bonita Beach for whatever it was, 14, 15 years, whatever, I kind of lost count of time how many years I worked there, but um, we always had some colorful characters that would come in there. And we had one local resident that would come in there. He had the nickname Snook Bob, and he was married to a lady named Rose. So she had the nickname, whoops, let me fix my microphone. Whoop, whoop. His wife had the nickname Redfish Rose. But Snook, you saw Miss Rose every once in a while. Unfortunately, she did pass away later due to cancer, but she was a nice lady. Snook Bob, that's a different story. So this guy was from Long Island originally, and he would always come in there, and he always had like something crazy going. He was always involved in a confrontation, right? So I was laughing and laughing. And finally, one day, the old guy I worked with, Chick, I said to Chick, we were chit chatting about something. I said, "You ever notice how Snook Bob is always involved in an altercation? Like it's always a fight or, or an argument or somewhere wherever he goes." And I kid you not, like 5 minutes later, here comes Snook Bob in. Right, he had a real weird demeanor with his head. He'd always look at you like this, like he kind of like leaned his head back, kind of had like a big nose, but he was a colorful character. That's for darn sure. So he says, "Chick, Gary, you're not gonna believe what just happened to me." He says, "I was at the boat ramp and these four ninjas rolled up on me in the dark. I was trying to load my boat or unload my boat, and they rolled up on me, and they were, so like he thought they were trying to do something, you know, illegal, or and I guess he got into some confrontation, which that's what he does, and eventually he said they did take off, and so he's telling us this, right, because he described them as ninjas, right? And we are just laughing, and I couldn't keep a straight face, right? I'm like, Snook Bob, here we go again, because we had just been talking about him, right? So we're like ninjas, yeah, right. So come to find out, what he was telling was the truth, because these four guys basically were they had stolen some jet skis, and then they were all decked out in like wetsuits, so they did, they could be perceived as ninjas, in the dark, in black, and stuff like that. So uh, they they were going up and down the Southwest Florida coast, just stealing stuff left and right. So somehow they did get caught. They did get captured, and I will say, I I thought Snook Bob was so full of himself when he was telling that story. I was like, oh Lord, here we go. And come to find out, the man was telling the truth, and they did look right down the street from the bait shop. There was a realty office there called like Gilders or Gildans or something like that, and it was those people. It was I guess like one of the ringleaders was their son, and they were just going on a crime spree. And I guess, not every family has a perfect family, but that's what happened. So that's that short story time. I'm sure you all appreciate the short ones, which there's not too many of those. But yeah, Snook Bob, he was a piece of work, but he could catch fish. He was a good fisherman, but some of his tales were animated. Peace out, folks. Talk to you next time. Always try to help somebody when you can.